Hello, my friend. Why you hate reading, but also why you shouldn't. Everyone is extremely turned off of reading by school. As I mentioned in a previous video, whenever you feel like you're forced to do something, you will suck at it and you will also hate it. For the past 8 years, you felt forced to read and you never got good at it and you never enjoyed it. And with each passing year, you only grew to hate it more. Unfortunately, because of school, I'll safely assume that 90% of the population after high school will not pick up another book unless forced to for the rest of their lives. There is a secret, most valuable tool at our disposal for growth. Imagine being able to gain the knowledge, insight, wisdom, and experience of another human being's 50 years of living in only the matter of a few months. The secret is called reading books. I was extremely fortunate to be introduced to reading outside of school at the age of 14 to 15. My cousin recommended me this book called Own the Day, Own Your Life by Aubrey Marcus. This right here is the first book I've ever read, first self-help book. I read through it entirely. I was extremely fascinated and I felt as though I learned so much. And I had learned all that this 42-year-old millionaire had took his whole life to learn just by reading that book. As you're aware, by the big ass shelf I have over there of books, I haven't stopped since. If you want to be drastically more intelligent than all those around you, all your peers, teachers, adults alike, then start reading. A great way to pick books, which I recommend and which I do myself, is look at my life and anything that I'm currently struggling with and look into books on that topic to gain insight and wisdom in order to help you. Now, I purchased Flow. The Psychology of Optimal Experience illuminates the way to happiness. I purchased this book when I was at perhaps the lowest period in my life, the most chaotic period of my life. And well, I'm almost done with it now, and look how the fuck I'm doing. Similarly, with Seneca, Letters from a Stoic, although this I purchased a few years ago, this book, I believe, increased my intelligence so much. It was extremely sophisticated and quite honestly a little hard to read just because of the language and the way that the author spoke, because this is like ancient Greek shit basically, but it did wonders for my intelligence. I believe that when you read a book, it plants these seeds and ideas into your mind, and your existence and experience decides whether these seeds grow, whether they're watered and grow to flourish, or whether they die off, depending on whether or not your experience supports them and reveals them to be the truth. And when these so-called seeds eventually flourish, your identity becomes more like one with that of the author, and you almost become a bit just like the author because you adopt the way they think. Considering that, you want to be a millionaire? Read books from millionaires. You want to be stoic? Read books from Stoics. You want to understand psychology? Read books from psychologists. It is really that simple. All it takes is your limited focus and valuable time. If you're unsure what book to pick up, I can recommend you a few right now. 12 Rules for Life by Jordan Peterson. It's a great book. Flow, Psychology of Optimal Human Experience, also a very good book. How to Win Friends and Influence People, very good book, especially for becoming a confident, outgoing, and social extrovert. And I can also recommend Awaken the Giant Within by Tony Robbins. Although for your first book, perhaps not this one because it is long as fuck. It's like 400 pages. It took me like more than half a year to get through it, but I did, and I'm glad I did. But that's all I have to share with you today. So do yourself a favor and go to Amazon right now and order one of these damn books and start reading. You will not regret it. Now, I will give you a bit of advice for reading. Oh, it's likely that you're gonna open the book, try to start reading, and I'm sure this has happened to you before. You read half a page and realize that you were thinking about something else, and you did not even comprehend whatsoever what you read. This happens quite honestly because your reading skill sucks, because you don't read, because you never have. So you're a bad reader, but this will change with time. The more you read, the better you'll get at it, and the more you will enjoy it. But when this does happen, when you do read through half a page, not even knowing what you read, don't get mad, don't get upset. Just simply go back, focus, reread it. Also, don't beat yourself up too much about not reading every day or with the amount of pages you're reading. It's a good idea to read every day, no matter how little you read. Maybe just a page, maybe 5, but that consistency is where you'll have some real growth. I wish you well in this new endeavor. It will serve you well, just as it has served me. But I want to thank you for making it to the end of this video, for giving me your time. And in exchange for this knowledge and advice, I ask that you like, subscribe, comment, and share this with someone you know who could benefit from reading, which is everyone. So share this with everyone you know. Thank you.